everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the San Francisco 49ers. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Good move at the 30. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, Kessler. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Kessler looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is knocked down from the side at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long for Bradford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Check. Now let's go. Check 4. Check 4. No. Check. Patriots. Gun.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
And now it's Kessler. A beautiful fake. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, what a juke into space. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Bradford on first down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First down, Bradford. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and short yardage, Bradford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Kessler on 2nd down. And break, the tight end's got it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Kessler. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Kessler throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw, Kessler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Bradford now to throw on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Bradford from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Wiggles free. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Kessler out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. The Niners on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Kessler. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
The track. Hurry up, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
Now Kessler on first down. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Shift.
10 yards still left on second down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the gun, it's Kessler. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Lockett, the man in motion. Throwing is Kessler on third down. It's complete to Lockett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Bradford. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Detroit! Gone! Here we go. Green, 39.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down throw for Bradford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Bradford is going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go now. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, here's Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A give. This is Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Over!
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Lockett the man in motion.
Over. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. All right, now look at 56.
From the gun on third down, Kessler being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st down, Bradford. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this.
And he coughed it up.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, Kessler. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kessler. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there. And it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Good. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Working from the gun. Kessler. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Running with Kamara. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
1st and 15 here behind the chains.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Second down following the run. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Niners on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Kessler. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
First down, Bradford. Oh, some strong running. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, Bradford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Gone! All right, here we go. Over!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Bradford. Screenplay, Johnson. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Bradford to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Bradford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And Charles, I think with